It's just like constant shocks and twists and turns like every episode. So even if you're reading it, or hopefully when people watch it, they'll just really love the different chicanes that are in every episode and the cliffhangers at the end as well. And just and also just finding out who won. Do you know what I mean? Like how does the whole thing play out in the end? And why is this race been created? All that sort of stuff.
It is so unpredictable. But they use like flashback a lot throughout the series, so it's like you learn about the characters. It jumps forward and back and forward and back, and it paints the picture sort of round ways, which ties it all together really nicely. But there are some shocks in there, aren't there?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
There was in our rehearsal when the Donahues all met to rehearse for the first day with our director Colin. Someone said, "Oh, you know, all right. So who dies then? We haven't shot anything at this point." It was like, "Come, tell us who's going to make it? Who's going to make it to the end?" And he sort of went around the room and just went, "You survive. You. This is awkward. I'm not doing this." And he stopped and he didn't get as far as me. So I'm like, "What happens to you?" So we were finding out as the scripts were coming out. Like we literally did not know like until we read what our fate is, because everything is so immediate. You sort of forget about other circumstances and just deal with what's immediately in front of you, i.e. my kid's in danger, or I want to get to the finish line so that my kid can get out of this like hell on earth, basically. So yeah, I think definitely both characters are just like single-minded if their child's life is in jeopardy.
Yeah, for me that's like the ultimate motivation, I think, is your child and your baby. Like I don't think, for me anyway, like I thought there's no other thing that could want you to kind of survive more than that. For someone else that you've grown.
Yeah, and obviously you had the
bump. Yeah.
The bump.
Yeah.
How was that?
I loved it. I had a real emotional connection to the bump.
Did you give it a name? Did you give the bump a name?
Well, just bump.
Just bump.
Yeah. It was comfy actually, and I liked wearing it.
We're in such a survival situation. It just kind of felt like those are the circumstances that your character's dealing with, rather than so much what the world is. I don't know.
I just think it's quite interesting to look at how different characters and like the human spirit will adjust and behave after a disaster, or like in this kind of environment. It's like what makes a person, and how does the environment affect people differently? Like, are they comfortable with something protecting them and structure? Do they want to break out of it? And that part of each person's personality, like how people's reactions.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting.
Yeah.
When was the last time you had a curfew, and what was it for?
I used to pretend that my watch was broken. I used to set it back like half an hour or something.
Yeah.
Like Osho is going to fall for that. But I'd be like, but look, my clock says 10. And it'd be like 11:30 or something. It's just like, I don't think so. Yeah.
Classic.
Ross, though.
And you were grounded after those kind of incidents?
No, I never got grounded, actually. I think I just got told off. I know, I think of it. I used to think she was really strict, but actually, I don't think she was.
And you, Rose, were you fiddling with your watch to gain a little bit extra time? Have you?
I think I was quite good at coming in very quietly as a teenager. Very quietly creeping up the stairs.
Ballerina toes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really strict.